Many people believe that if they just try harder, hold on tighter, or plan more carefully, they can avoid pain and suffering. We are taught to be strong, to never give up, and to keep everything under control. But sometimes, this way of living brings more pain than peace. When we hold on too tightly to our expectations, to our past, to the idea of how life should be, we begin to suffer. Imagine holding a rope in your hand. If someone pulls it and you don't let go, the rope burns your skin. The tighter you hold, the deeper the pain becomes. Life is often the same. We try to control what we cannot control. We try to keep things the same when they are changing. We resist what is already happening. This resistance creates tension inside us. It keeps us awake at night. It makes us worry about tomorrow and regret yesterday. We lose the simple joy of being here now. Letting go does not mean giving up. It means opening our hand. It means we stop fighting with life. And when we stop fighting, something surprising happens. We feel lighter. We feel a space inside our heart where peace can enter. Surrender is not weakness. It is the first step toward real strength. But to see that, we must look with new eyes. We must ask ourselves, what am I holding on to? And what is it costing me? Many people hear the word surrender and think it means failure. They imagine someone giving up in a battle, losing their strength, or accepting defeat. But this is not the kind of surrender we are talking about. In the way I have come to understand it, surrender is not the end of a fight. It is the beginning of something deeper. When we surrender to life, not out of fear, but out of trust, we allow something wiser to guide us. We stop trying to force everything to match our personal plans, and we start to listen. There is great dignity in this kind of surrender. It takes courage to say, I don't know. It takes strength to let go of being right, of being in control, of needing things to go our way. This is not weakness. This is an honest and brave way to live. When we surrender, we stop arguing with what is. We begin to accept the moment as it comes. And from that acceptance, something soft begins to grow. We begin to see clearly, to breathe more easily. Our hearts are no longer tight from stress or fear. Surrender is not about quitting life. It is about stepping into it more fully, but without the heavy armor of control. We start to trust that we don't need to carry the whole world on our shoulders. We learn that life can carry us if we let it. And when we feel carried, not by our plans, but by life itself, we discover a peace we had forgotten. It was always there, waiting for us to stop struggling. Life is always moving. Like a river, it flows forward, never stopping, never turning back. Sometimes the water is calm and gentle. Other times it rushes fast, or crashes against the rocks. But no matter what, the river keeps flowing. We often feel uncomfortable when life changes. We try to hold on to the past or control the future. But life does not wait. When we resist its flow, we feel tired, stressed, and lost. We are swimming upstream, and it exhausts us. But what happens when we stop resisting? What if we allow ourselves to move with the river, not against it? We begin to feel carried. We begin to feel that we are not separate from life, but part of it. This does not mean everything will be easy. There will still be challenges, but the difference is how we meet them. Instead of saying, this should not be happening, we begin to say, this is here. Now how do I walk through it with calm and grace? There is deep peace in this way of living, not because the world becomes perfect, but because we are no longer fighting it. We are no longer demanding that life be different. We are meeting life as it is, moment by moment. Some people think peace comes only when everything is in order, but real peace comes when we stop demanding that order. It comes when we trust the movement of life, even if we don't understand it. Like a leaf floating gently on the surface of a stream, we learn to rest. We learn to flow. And in that flow, we find something we were looking for all along, a quiet peace already within us. At first, control feels safe. We make plans, set goals, organize our lives. It gives us a sense of order, a feeling that we know what's coming next. But over time, this need for control can become a heavy burden. We begin to believe that we must manage everything, our emotions, other people, every detail of the future. We watch carefully, we worry often, and we become tense. Slowly, without noticing, we build a prison around ourselves. The walls are made of fear, and the locks are made of expectation. Inside this prison, we cannot relax. We feel we must always be alert, always doing, always fixing. But life does not work this way. Life is full of surprises, and not all of them follow our plans. The more we try to control everything, the more frustrated and tired we become. We miss the beauty of small things, a breeze on the face, a kind smile, the way light touches the wall in the late afternoon. These moments cannot be controlled. They can only be received. But if we are always busy managing, we cannot receive anything. To open the door of this prison, we must take a risk. To release our grip, to say, I don't have to control everything. I don't have to know what comes next. This is not easy. But it is freeing. Control may feel strong, but surrender is wiser. When we let go of control, even a little, we find space to breathe. We find softness in our heart. We realize that life was never asking us to hold so tightly. It was simply asking us to trust and to live. There is a quiet power in simply saying, this is how it is. Not with anger, not with sadness, but with calm eyes and an open heart. This is the power of acceptance. It is not loud. It does not shout or demand, but it changes everything. Acceptance is not the same as liking something. It does not mean we approve of pain or loss or difficulty. It means we stop fighting what has already come. We stop wasting energy on why me or this shouldn't be. We begin to face life as it is, not as we wish it to be. This shift is small but deep. When we accept, even gently, we stop adding extra pain to our experience. The pain of loss is hard, but the pain of resisting that loss, of pushing it away and pretending it didn't happen, that pain is even greater. Acceptance allows us to breathe again. It does not take away our sadness, but it gives it space to be. And in that space, healing begins. Not quickly, not loudly, but like sunlight slowly warming a cold room. We often think we need to be strong by holding everything together. But real strength can look like soft eyes and a quiet voice. It can be the simple act of sitting with what is true, without needing to change it. When we accept, we are not giving up. We are saying yes to life, even when it is difficult. And this yes opens the door to something surprising. It brings a deep calm, a sense that we are no longer alone in our struggle. We are standing with life, not against it. When we begin to let go of control, when we accept life as it is, something very gentle begins to appear. It is not loud or dramatic. It is a quiet kind of freedom. This freedom does not come from having no problems. It comes from not fighting every moment. We still face difficulties, but we stop carrying them alone. We no longer feel we must hold everything so tightly. And in that space, we start to feel light again. Living without struggle does not mean we are passive. It means we learn to move with life, not against it. Like water flowing around a stone, we find a way forward without force. We make room for peace, even in uncertain times. Some days, this freedom may feel far away. That is okay. It is not something we must reach for. It is already inside us, waiting to be noticed. A breath, a pause. A moment when we stop and feel that we are enough, just as we are. You don't have to become someone else to feel this peace. You don't need a perfect life. You only need to stop fighting with the one you already have. If this message touched your heart in some way, I'm truly grateful. Your kind support, whether through a like, a comment, a super thanks, becoming a member, or simply spending time here, means more than words can say. Thank you for being part of this shared path. May you walk with ease, and may your days be filled with quiet strength.